Brother Wayne here for another Brevis talk. Today we want to talk about Outback Theology. And before you think otherwise, I am not throwing a stone at the fine restaurant franchise Outback, but I am wanting to draw attention to a advertising campaign they had many years ago where they said, "No rules, just right." That is the mindset of a great many people today. No rules. We want to get rid of the rules. The irony there is that by making a rule that we should get rid of rules, still you have a rule. Well, life is a lot more important than a baseball game or a football game. But think about baseball. We're going to remove the rules. Let's first take the home run fence line out. Then let's remove the first and the third base lines. Then let us remove the called balls and strikes. And then let's play the game. What do we have? I don't believe it's going to resemble baseball. What about football with no boundaries? Football with no line of scrimmage? Football with no goal line? What is it going to look like? Well, I don't believe it's going to look like football. You know, God has given us a foundation in His Word, a bedrock in which to build our lives upon and to build our society upon. It's found in Exodus chapter 20, and you know it commonly is the 10 Commandments. Notice they are commandments. They are not suggestions. They are not electives. They are commandments. Now, here's my question about those 10 Commandments. Which one of the commandments is it that if you followed them would make you a worse human being? Which one of the commandments, if you followed them as a community and a people group, would make you a worse society or culture? No, they would all enhance our lives, make us better people, make us a better community if they were heeded and they were obeyed and they were followed. So why on earth would anyone want to get rid of the 10 Commandments? And my friend, that's a spiritual question. Because by human nature, many humans that is, want to get rid of the remembrance of God. They don't want God calling the shots in their lives. They want to be the captain of their own salvation and their own ship, and they want to remove the remembrance of God. They want to turn their back on the past and the Creator. And that is exactly why anyone would want to get rid of the 10 Commandments. You know, these commandments, these boundaries, they sound so cruel. You can look at it about concerning what you can't do in life. I can't do this, I can't do that, I can't do this. Well, let me tell you, boundaries are not all bad. Many years ago, I lived in a neighborhood and everyone had a backyard fence. And you shared one fence line with your neighbor. And one of my neighbors had a Chihuahua. He weighed about 6 pounds maybe, and he thought he ruled the neighborhood. Well, the neighbor next door had a Rottweiler. Now, he had to come in at 130, 140 at least. He was huge. And he just, big baby, laid in the yard. Well, the other neighbors would let the Chihuahua out. He would come out and he would snort and growl and bark, and he would run up against that fence, challenging that Rottweiler. The Rottweiler the whole time just laid there and would hardly wink at him, didn't take him seriously. And I know in my mind that the Chihuahua thought, boy, if it wasn't for this fence, I would tear you up. Now, what the Chihuahua didn't realize is that the boundary that kept him in, that kept him constrained, was the same boundary that was keeping him alive. Boundaries are not bad. Boundaries are good. My friend, no rules, just right. It may make a great campaign ad for a restaurant, but it's horrible theology, and it's horrible for a society.